Ain't nobody gang, we on the town. Ay. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Chiefs coming in at 1-4, going up against the Redskins, who come in at 1-4. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Roddy Hillman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. First offensive series forthcoming, an introduction in this league.
And in the end zone, and doesn't mind letting you know about it, too.
Play clock winding down. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long, and they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go.
Second down, Cousins. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. Third down here. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Dontari Poe emerged.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Smith on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Smith throwing again. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamal Charles, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
So many times during games we talk about reading keys. So what does that mean for a cornerback? Well, when you're guarding a receiver, is he actually going out for a pass, or is he trying to block you because it's a running play? Reading the key and understanding the play. On this one, he diagnosed it perfectly and made an excellent tackle.
Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain giant.
Ronnie Hillman, nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Washington. Ronnie Hillman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A big play there on the screen pass. 34 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Smith. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Charles the lone setback. Here's Smith now on second down. Finding time. Looking deep here for Macklin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target. And it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Third and long, it's Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. On the run, it's Robinson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And his kick is right through. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go.
Here's Hillman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Dontari Poe in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. So the D-line's going to spread out. Cousins from his end zone on third down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run. Robinson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to... be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They come out here in the eye. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll try the air now with Smith. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They come out with 1 back, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Johnny Manziel, his 1st touchdown on the year, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Pardon me, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed, and for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A look at Washington. As they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Cousins now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Hillman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Niles Paul, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now.
And look at this. It's a fake. Wide open receiver complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Cousins now to throw on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Cousins to throw it. And Paul has it. Touchdown, Washington. Niles Paul, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Ten yards still left on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come up in an offset eye. Just beating the play clock. Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Baker. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles? And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Throwing is Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Smith. Buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great, and now the rookie's free. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good game. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver.
It's caught inside the 25. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about execution because the confidence of the players was there. And
he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Smith, that's caught. It's Thomas. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On second down, here's Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now Smith. He's got his man on the crossing route. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now with Robinson. And some room to work. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
Smith now to throw, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a handoff. It's Hillman fighting through. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is the moral.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. They come out here in the eye. They'll run now with Ware. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner.
Get her on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Yeah, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Third down and 3. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Sherman, the fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the sneak, it's Manziel. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
A first down carry here for Charles. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Here's Smith now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and cause a nice play for lost yardage.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Crowder now to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their...
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing now, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Darkwa. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Check. Hey, move, 45. Move.
They'll run here.
Defense, but the offense can't let 1 play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They come out here in the I. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin.